So nobody respected me then, and I was young, and most of my friends were older than I was. So like all my friends were older than I was. So it was hard for me breaking into the industry,
It gives hope to a lot of, young artists out there, because like they see me doing stuff, they see me winning, and they also believe that whatever they're doing, they're also gonna win, because I'm all about the youths, and a lot of youths out there love me and respect me, and I just want to win for them and also help them out in anything they do, music or any other thing.
I want to be the next Rihanna.
Oh no, you gotta be better than Rihanna, girl. Rihanna, that's late. By the time you grow up, I'm gonna be vintage and antique.
Do you have any advice for me?
Aim for the stars. Don't aim for me.
Okay.
Aim beyond me. You're gonna be fantastic. I want you guys to always be greater, better, smarter, and change the world.
Music should be the essence of the artist. The artist is a person who has good days, bad days, great days, and worse days. If I give you something like this with my face on it and my name, then I should be giving you that. That should be a window for you to see some of, that essence.
Artists seem to get in the way of the music. Get out of the way of the music. Don't write the music. Let the music write itself.
How important is it for even the artists that are coming up now, that even though they're trying to build their own careers, but also to be a student, to study the game, know where we're coming from, follow some of the greats of the past, and try to learn from them? How important is that?
I'm of the opinion that in life you cannot force everybody to be a student of the game. Even you yourself, but you might have to take your rights, maybe
in different place,
because you are certain about the person and how diligent the person is. Do you understand? So if you're not diligent enough, that's none of my business. I'm not going to remind you to be diligent at your own work.
You will invest your time in there.
If I tell you why being in a record label, and I lie me, I lie you, because you know what proper record label is out there, outside Nigeria and all that. God has blessed me with these little things, but the little I have, I feel there's a way I can always work out something to help others around me, because it's actually not going to cost me anything. Either way, so I'm not going to lose. I didn't come into the industry with anything, so IBN is to help the people around me so we can all grow together, because Olamide cannot do everything for everybody. By the time Olamide help 1 or 2, 3, 4, 5 people around, those 4, 5, 2, 3 people around can help others around us as well. So it won't be only Olamide, everybody's calling for everything.
Can you please share some words of motivation to everyone watching my show?
As you can see, she didn't even let her age stop her. She's doing her thing, so you have no excuse. Do what you have to do and never stop for any reason. Failure is not permanent and delay is not denial. You get me?
Success is not bound by borders, but defined by resilience, vision, and effort. Whether in the East or West, it thrives on hard work and collaboration. From every culture, we learn that true achievement is a journey of overcoming obstacles, embracing diversity, and continuously striving for excellence.
Every day I feel like a brand new artist. I'm hungry for this. I'm trying to be the best Wizkid that I can, so every day I'm working on to be a better person. I don't feel like, I'm in a new territory, so I have to do this to be loved or for people to like my sound. I'm just really making my music and still catching my real vibes, not trying to dilute the sound.
What's your last question?
Can you please share some words of motivation to everyone watching my show?
No, but I will share some for you personally.
All right.
What you're doing now doesn't define who you are. Everything you do when the cameras are off, that's what defines you. So you have to be just as great on the camera as you are off the camera, and vice versa. That means that if you have a good day like today, you interview someone, don't let this make or break you. How you treat your family and your friends and other people off the camera, that's just as important.
Right.
Now, if something don't happen the way you want it to happen in your career, you do not go and cry and pout and think it's the end of the world. It's not. You hear me?
Yep.
Promise?
From your page, at least I can tell that you're an artist. But I can also tell that you're a very unserious one, or a misguided one. You only have 13 posts. Because I'm in the industry and I've been here for a long time, I can tell you I'm not really ready for this work. This is how I work nowadays, so now. Your posting rates doesn't show vim. You know, it shows hungry don't they catch you. You're not really hungry for the market square. You still want to be in the village square.
No label can push you as much as you want.
Yes.
Like, you have to actually put in work.
Yes.
Everyone supports anything that's successful.
Yes.
Everyone wants to affiliate with anything that's successful. So if you're too good, they'll never neglect you, or they won't want to work on your project. They'll definitely want to invest. This is business, you know. So if you're doing your label proud, they'll invest in it. If you're not, you don't expect them to just be throwing money out there.
I understand that people need something new to love. That is just natural human, like, desire, you know. And when it comes, like, you know, it's like the same way people be like, man, you know, you got to get back on that So Far Gone shit. That was shit. It's just like, what is that to you though? Is it, do I have to get back to sounding like that? Or was that a time marker in your life when you were in college dating this girl and you got that mixtape and nobody knew about Drake, and you want that moment back? I can't give you that moment anymore. I can keep giving you great music. We can keep growing. We can keep understanding each other, but it's tough for me to go back there.
What advice would you give to your younger self?
Figure it out, yeah? Just get up and figure it out. I don't think like anybody has the manual to life. The only thing you owe yourself is to wake up and just be present and just literally try. So when I say figure it out, I mean like even if you fail, even if you win, you're figuring it out because nobody has your life. We have examples, we have templates, we have people we look up to, but nobody has your exact experiences, your exact dreams, so you have to figure it out for you.
How did you manage to figure it out?
I haven't, but all I know is if God wakes me up, that means I have an opportunity to try and figure it out.
What would be your message to the world?
A little bit more love. Especially when you look at social media, man, I see things and it's just make believe, nothing is real. But we all know it's not real, and we're all putting that pressure on ourselves when all we really need to do is just love a little bit more.
What would you say to those that allow social media to get in their own heads?
You should know that that's only a fragment of their real life. And when you start putting things into perspective, I think you start appreciating yourself and you live in the moment.
What is your name and where are you from?
Hey, my name is Tiwa Savage and I am from Lagos, Nigeria.
I believe God put us all here for a reason, and we all have our purpose, and we're here to fulfill our purpose. Minute you learn to love yourself, you would not want to be anybody else. I think the thing that's kept me sane, the thing that's kept me humble, the thing that's kept me successful is being myself, because I think I can inspire a lot of young women to be themselves, and that is half the battle. That is it. Just be yourself. It's the easiest thing to be.
If you want it more than the artist, it doesn't really work. But if the artist knows what they want, and they put body, how am I going to explain this thing? If you say, I want to be like Michael Jackson, that's your dream, your vision. When you have to go and take pains to go and research why was Michael Jackson Michael Jackson? What did Michael Jackson do to get to become Michael Jackson? They have to know already what it takes to get that dream that they want to get first in the first place, because you can't just throw it.
You can't want it more.
I can't want it more than you at all.
Looking, I was like, but I just had to believe. You know what I'm saying? So when I came back to America, I started now experimenting more on Afro stuff. You know what I'm saying? Recording. I met Akon.
The circle don't have to be too big. It can be small and very effective. Stay prayerful. Stay you. Stay real as possible. Don't put the money first. You know, it's not about the money first. It's just, you know, chase the dream. You know, ride for the passion, and everything will be added.
I'll say this. They listened. They heard us. They might not have changed nothing, but they were shook. I hope, I see a lot of young future leaders coming up. Things are going to change.
Life is a journey, and every day you dream a little bigger, you aim a little higher, and you run a little faster. And when you fall down, you get back up, and when the road disappears, you create a new one, because at the end of this journey, something better awaits you. A new era is here, a better life is here. I am Olamide Bado.
Some new artists that might ask me for advice. I'm like, well, don't take my advice, because I'm gonna show you the wrong way to do it. Just tell them to keep their circle really tight. Make sure you got a lot of loyalty around you, a lot of real people that want to see you be the best person you can be, not just for what can bring them, fame or wealth or whatever it is. So I just make sure people got the right team around you. And at the same time, don't let the fame change what get in the way of your talent, because sometimes you can be super talented, but then arrogance plays a part in it. Start being cocky, and then that overshadows the talent, and then so it's like, okay, I don't really like the dude, I don't really like that person because of how they act or whatever it is. So I would just say being humble is the key, and they'll take you forward.
Recently I've become more confident in the fact that people accept my brand of music, but really actually the piece of the body of work that people seem to love the most is probably like my most vulnerable state. It's the most honest, the most genuine I've ever been on record, So the fact that people enjoy that is a blessing to me, because I like being honest. I think it makes for the best music when it's authentic. So now I'm confident.
I remember being in the club then, like the biggest artists were like P Square, the Bunch. Like even then, Wizkid was like young. He was really young, but like I remember like him just coming up in the game. So the game was coming up, and I remember that moment. I was like, I want to do Nigerian music. I want to get in on this early. Like I can already tell, like it's gonna be.
Believe in yourself. Study the greats and become greater. And be a scientist. Dissect. No matter what. I don't care if the whole world is against you or tease you or say you're not going to make it. Believe in yourself. No matter what. Some of the greatest men that have made a mark on this world were treated like that. You're not going to do it. You're not going to get anywhere. They laughed at the Wright brothers. They laughed at Thomas Edison. They laughed at Walt Disney. They made jokes of him before. They said he was ignorant. He didn't have a college degree. He dropped out of school. Disney dropped out of school. They even took Ford to court to prove his intelligence. That's how far they went. And these are men that shaped and changed our culture, our customs, the way we live, the way we do things. And I think God plants those seeds through people on the earth. And I think you're one, I'm one. We bring some bliss and escapism, some joy, some magic.
Do you feel like you are successful?
Yes, I do. I always want more. I'm, for some reason, like ready to go back and start working on new music tonight, even though everyone around me needs.
This came out like last week.
Everyone around me needs a breather for sure, but.
But dude, you said you wanted to have $25 million by the time you're 25. You did that. And now you say you want $250 million by the time you're 29. I mean, this is, given the modest way you grew up, what does money mean to you?
Well, I think less than the dollar value, it's just more about the idea of growth and business mindset too. 25 million at the time seemed crazy to me, but when you start becoming a headlining touring act and brands want to get involved with you and you can go do private events and whatnot, it's you're capable of making it. And now I want to for sure obviously keep touring, keep making music, but now I see that there's other ways, as far as like this global ambassador thing, as far as maybe starting, I want to invent something. I want to start a company. I want to do something that has maybe nothing to do with music.
Well, why do you care so much about success? Have you figured that out?
I'm just addicted to it.
Why?
I think that sacrificed so much for it already and dedicated so much of my time that I have to push it as far as I possibly can, because I've given up a lot of years as far as maybe like nurturing like personal relationships go, and you know, trying to build things like a family or a relationship, or I don't do any of that. I just kind of work. So with that being said,
And how do you feel about that?
I'm okay with that now. At this point in my life, I'm okay with that. I think it's a great age to be doing that. You know, I think maybe in 10 years, if I'm still in that mindset, I might have to like come sit back down with you and be like, yeah, we gotta have it. This is a different conversation tonight. But yeah, no, I feel good about it now.
I interview a lot of artists who will say, and I'll say, what is the dream here? What do you know? It's like, I just want to be able to play music, make a living. You know, it's just about the art. I mean, whether they're being duplicitous or not in the answer, they don't publicly say, I want to be number one, especially Canadian musicians.
Right.
You're not afraid to say that. Tell me why.
Well, I don't want to be number two. I think that would be a weird thing to sit here and say, or I don't care what, you know, I want to make this city proud, you know. That's a main reason for me. And number one, it takes a while to even become that. I don't even know what number. It's like number. I hate numbers, by the way. You know, I like to say I just want to win.
But know that stepping out is the best thing you can do for self-discovery. I know how hard it is to step out and bet on yourself. There was a pivotal turning point in my life when I chose to build my own company many years ago. I had to trust that I was ready and that my parents and mentors provided me with the tools I needed to be successful. But that was terrifying. The entertainment business is still very sexist. It's still very male-dominated, and as a woman, I did not see enough female role models given the opportunity to do what I knew I had to do. To run my label and management company, to direct my films and produce my tours. That meant ownership, owning my masters, owning my art, owning my future, and writing my own story. Not enough Black women had a seat at the table, so I had to go and chop down that wood and build my own table. Then I had to invite the best there was to have a seat. That meant hiring women, men, outsiders, underdogs, people that were overlooked and waiting to be seen. Many of the best creatives and business people who, although supremely qualified and talented, were turned down over and over as executives at major corporations because they were female or because of racial disparity. And I've been very proud to provide them with a place at my table. One of the main purposes of my art for many years has been dedicated to showing the beauty of Black people to the world, our history, our profundity, and the value of Black lives. I've tried my best to pull down the veil of appeasement to those who may feel uncomfortable with our excellence. To the young women, our future leaders, know that you're about to make the world turn. I see you. You are everything the world needs. Make those power moves. Be excellent. And to the young kings, lean into your vulnerability and redefine masculinity. Lead with heart. There's so many different ways to be brilliant. I believe you and every human being is born with a masterful gift. Don't make the world make you feel that you have to look a certain way to be brilliant. And no, you don't have to speak a certain way to be brilliant. But you do have to spread your gift around the planet in a way that is authentically you. To all those who feel different, if you're a part of a group that's called other, a group that does not get the chance to be center stage, build your own stage and make them see you. Your queerness is beautiful. Your Blackness is beautiful. Your compassion, your understanding, your fight for people who may be different from you is beautiful. I hope you continue to go into the world and show them that you will never stop being yourself, that it's your time now. make them see. Now, if you've ever been called dumb, unattractive, overweight, unworthy, untalented, well, so have I. Whatever you do, don't let negativity of people projecting their own self-doubts on you deter you from your focus. I know those moments are painful, and you're human and it hurts like hell, but now is the time to turn those criticisms into fuel and motivation to become a beautiful beast. Respect is everything. There's no successful relationship without respect, nor a successful movement if the basic principle is not respect. The world will respect you as much as you respect yourself. I'm often asked, what's your secret to success? The shorter answer, put in that work. There may be more failures than victories. Yes, I've been blessed to have 24 Grammys, but I've lost 46 times. That meant rejection 46 times. Please don't ever feel entitled to win. Just keep working harder. Surrender to the cards you are dealt. It's from that surrender that you get your power. Losing can be the best motivator to get you even bigger wins. So never compare yourself to anyone else. There will be wins and losses. There will be tears and laughter. You'll feel the shades of life deeply. Now, with success comes challenges. With your wins, you may start to notice people spending a lot of energy trying to tear you down. Try not to take it personally. Unfortunately, it's something that comes along with success. Whenever you feel like you're not in control or the world is against you, let that vulnerability motivate you into greatness. That's how I found my true self.
Music is a spiritual thing. You don't play with music. If you play with music, you will die young. You see, because when the higher forces give you a gift of music, musicianship, it must be well used for the good of humanity. If you use it for your own self by deceiving people or doing this, you will die young. You see, and I've told people this many times. So I'm going to prove them wrong and prove myself right. Because now I'm 44, I'm getting younger. Because I'm doing it right.